Marcus Chen had always been a bargain hunter, but buying a derelict spaceship at a salvage auction was perhaps his most ambitious purchase yet. The rusted hulk floated in the orbital junkyard like a forgotten tomb, its registration dating back 120 years to the early days of human space exploration. The auctioneer had warned him, "She's a fixer-upper, son." Might not even have working life support. Marcus didn't care. For 10,000 credits, he owned a piece of history. The first time he stepped through the airlock, emergency lights flickered to life, casting eerie shadows across corridors thick with dust. The ship was larger than he'd expected, with strange proportions. Ceilings too high, doorways too wide. Marcus ran his hand along the wall and felt something odd beneath the grime. He wiped away a century of accumulated filth to reveal smooth, iridescent metal that seemed to shimmer with an inner light. This wasn't human construction. His heart racing, Marcus explored deeper into the vessel. The bridge was a marvel of alien engineering, with controls that seemed to flow organically from the walls. But what caught his attention was the captain's log, still functioning after all these years. He activated it with trembling fingers. The holographic display stuttered to life, showing a humanoid figure unlike anything in the galactic databases. Tall and slender, with 4 arms and skin that shifted between deep purple and silver, the alien spoke in a language that the ship's ancient translators struggled to interpret. "My name is Keltheros of the Wandering Court," the recording began, the translation choppy but comprehensible. "If you are hearing this, then I have failed. The human species, they are not what we expected." Marcus leaned forward, captivated. The alien continued, explaining how his people had discovered Earth 150 years ago, when humanity was just beginning to reach beyond its atmosphere. The Wandering Court had observed countless species across the galaxy, categorizing them, determining which would ascend to greatness and which would collapse under their own weight. Humans were marked for observation only, Keltheros said, his expression unreadable. "Your species showed promise but also disturbing tendencies. Violence, tribalism, self-destruction. We decided to watch from the shadows, to return in 1,000 years and see if you had survived yourselves." But Keltheros had broken protocol. He had done something forbidden. He had interfered. The hologram showed images of a young human settlement on Mars, struggling with equipment failures that would have killed everyone. Keltheros had secretly repaired their atmospheric processors. When a solar flare threatened to destroy Earth's first deep space station, he had deployed shielding technology that humans attributed to lucky magnetic field fluctuations. "I could not watch them die," the alien confessed, his voice heavy with emotion. "The court discovered my interference. The punishment for breaking our sacred law of non-interference is exile. They stripped me of my ship's advanced technology, left me with this shell, and abandoned me in human space." Marcus felt a chill run down his spine. The log entries continued, showing Keltheros living among humans for 20 years, hiding his true nature, working as a ship mechanic on frontier colonies. He spoke of befriending humans, learning their languages, their humor, their fierce loyalty to one another. He described watching children play in low-gravity parks, seeing couples fall in love across impossible distances, witnessing strangers risk everything to save people they'd never met. "I was wrong," Keltheros said in his final entry. "The Wandering Court was wrong. Humans are not violent because they are primitive. They are passionate. They do not fight because they are tribal. They fight for each other, for ideas, for hope. Their self-destructive tendencies are the same fire that drives them to achieve the impossible." The alien's image flickered, showing signs of age that hadn't been present in earlier recordings. "I am dying now. My biology is incompatible with this region of space and I have no way to return home. But I do not regret my choice. I have hidden something in this ship, the one piece of technology the court could not find. It is my gift to humanity, my apology for my people's arrogance. Use it wisely. Use it to prove that you are worthy of the stars." The recording ended, leaving Marcus alone in the silent bridge. It took him 3 weeks to find it, hidden behind a false panel in the engineering bay. A small crystalline device no larger than his fist, thrumming with energy. When he connected it to his diagnostic tablet, the readings made his breath catch. It was a quantum displacement drive, technology that wouldn't be invented by humans for another 50 years according to current projections. With this, humanity could reach distant galaxies, explore beyond the known clusters, and expand faster than anyone had dreamed possible. But as Marcus held the device, he thought about Keltheros's words. The alien had been exiled for believing in humanity, for seeing something in them that his own advanced species had dismissed. He had given up everything, his home, his people, his life, because he thought humans deserved a chance. Marcus made a decision. He wouldn't sell the technology to the highest bidder or turn it over to any single government. Instead, he uploaded Keltheros's logs to the galactic net, sharing the alien story with all of humanity. Then he donated the drive to the United Colonies Research Foundation, with one condition: that it be studied, replicated, and shared freely with all human factions. "We'll prove you right," Marcus whispered to the empty bridge, touching the iridescent wall one last time. "We'll show the galaxy that you didn't make a mistake." Within a decade, ships equipped with quantum displacement drives were exploring regions of space that had been unreachable. Human colonies spread across distant stars not as conquerors, but as Keltheros had hoped, as beings worthy of the gift they'd been given. And on the hull of every new explorer vessel, by unanimous vote of the Colonial Assembly, they inscribed the same words: "For Keltheros, who believed in us first." The wandering court would eventually hear of humanity's expansion. They would learn of the alien who had defied them, and the species he had died protecting, and they would wonder if perhaps their ancient laws needed reconsideration. But that was a story for another day. For now, humanity reached for the stars, carrying the memory of a mysterious alien who had seen their potential when they couldn't see it themselves.